Hi, Melanie.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you today.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
So I just wanted to see if I could get a quick tour and kind of see your facility. Do you mind?
Absolutely, right this way.
And I hear we had a really good day yesterday for adoptions.
We had 9 adoptions, and our placement lead, Rosemary, is hard at work filling out everything.
Wow, that's wonderful. So that was yesterday, huh?
Yes.
Awesome. So would you say a majority of your large dogs really need to find good homes, or is it just...
It's, yes, it's the larger dogs in the city of Palm Springs that we have trouble placing.
Okay.
This community does pretty well with cats and smaller dogs.
Kitties!
But,
Oh.
but the,
Oh, a shy cat.
but the larger dogs and the older cats aren't usually as popular.
Oh.
We have our baby kittens.
Oh, look at the kitties. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at
A
you.
lot of them come in too young to actually eat food yet. They're bottle babies.
They're so little.
And those are the ones we send out to our foster program.
Oh.
Kept at people's houses, we teach them how to bottle feed. And then they bring them back here and they start to eat food and we get them surgery. And
So you have a really successful foster program.
yes, thanks to all the wonderful volunteers here in Palm
That's
Springs.
wonderful. Well, the good news is at least these will all actually be spayed, neutered, and then
They will not
off
leave
to a
my
good
shelter
home.
without that, absolutely.
Today we met with a family who was interested in dogs named Joe Cool. He's a new dog to the shelter. He was just available for adoption a few days ago, and they were actually the first people to really show, serious interest in his adoption. They have 2 rescues of their own that they adopted through PetSmart, in a different state before they came over to the Coachella Valley, and they have a big family, and it looks like they were just interested in adding another companion dog.
He's comfortable enough to be worked with them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So what I would recommend is that if or when you decide to adopt him, once you get him home, just have it be 24-hour supervision with them. Make sure that the children understand that the dogs have their own space as well, and vice versa. So maybe recommend having a crate at home or a bed where it's just his spot, and then the kids should learn that that is his spot, that they don't get to touch him while he's there, so that if it gets overwhelming for him, he can retreat to his area and the kids know to leave him alone at that point.
We actually got some news that he has been in our dog play group, so he has met with a few other dogs here at the shelter. We leveled him as a level 2, which is really low out of 5. So he's a pretty calm dog. He got along with the other dogs pretty well, and so being in a multiple dog family, it should work out pretty well if it's just, managed right.
Awesome.
Hello?
Hey Mel, it's Mel.
Hey, Mel.
Hey, how's the clinic going today? How many do you think we'll end up doing today?
I think it's going to be 26. We got a lot of female dogs.
Good, good. Okay, so here's the deal. I know we're kind of going back to the basics of when we started in, last year in June, which I think is super important to get these flyers back out. So where do you think I should be starting? What markets?
Chicanita Market, which is on Avenue 70. They also call it Reservation Road. The big, huge trailer park. A lot of street dogs over there.
Right.
A lot of people let their dogs run around. But it's, it's a place, we can't go during the summer because we can't plug in, but we try to get there at least once a month during the cooler months. But it's definitely a place that severely needs, education and the low cost spay neuter.
So hopefully these people will pick up the flyers and hopefully they'll utilize our services. Oh, this is where Melody's talking about then. All of this, the 70, this is it. So this is where they need to ticket. Is this 70th? Hi, how are you? Hi. Do you speak English?
No.
Okay, not at all?
No.
So can you put these out? This is to help with perros. I'm with Snip, the spay and neuter bus.
Okay.
We're trying to help your community out here with low-cost spay and neuter for $25. Hi, we're in Coachella today, and we come out in this area all the time, and they're going to start ticketing out here really heavily for animals that are left on the roads and not being taken care of. So, will you help us put these out? Okay, I don't want anyone to be scared. We're just trying to help get these animals spay and neutered. Hola. I want to give you a few of these for your perros. Okay? See the Snip bus. Okay?
Para los perros.
This is to help you. Hola. I just want to give this to you for your perros.
Okay.
Okay? We're here to help you. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. You know, it's a shame because they take these flyers, and obviously I don't speak Spanish either, so, you know, it's a little bit of a language barrier, but they are going to heavily ticket out here, and I'm going to get all those phone calls in Spanish, and that's okay, because that's why we have these flyers. They're in Spanish and in English, so that when they call in, they're not scared, they're not confused, and there's someone there to tell them, okay, here's what you have to do. You have to go to the bus. We're going to be here. We're going to be there. I mean, we've probably helped, God, over 50% of the people out here who are Spanish speaking, who, you know, they come in from Mexico. They don't have laws and rules like this. They have no idea what this means to spay or neuter their animals or to keep their animals, you know, behind a fence or in their homes. But they will.
Haley, come here. All of you guys come here. I want to talk to you real quick. Okay, just like when you guys are in the backyard running around, you guys go run around and play all over the place. Do the same thing in here, but don't approach the dog, okay? Because we want to see how calm he is around you guys playing. Okay? So you guys can all go run around as long as they're ready. Okay? When they tell you, you guys can run around in here, play tag, do what you're going to do.
You guys want to play freeze tag? Yeah. I'm going to be it.
There you go.
Your mark. Set. Go!
Go, get away.
You better
Get
run.
away, or you got to stop your tag.
So his tail's wagging the whole time. He didn't try to instantly, you know, go and join. He kind of, you know, kept to himself. He just sat and watched. There was no, you know, obvious signs of maybe, you know, wanting to chase after the kids if they were running. So it seemed like he, you know, stayed pretty calm during that.
I think he'd be a good fit.
If he's not neutered, you guys are more than welcome. We can hold him. You guys can go ahead and, you know, bring in your dog since he's not able to necessarily go home anyways. If everything works out, we can just do the adoption then. We'll get him neutered as soon as we can, then he'll be able to go home with you guys the next day.
The shelter, everything, they helped us out very well. They were a great hand in making sure we got a dog that was comfortable with our family. She did a great job making sure we knew all the information we needed to know, as well as taking care of knowing that we had all the kids. So it was a concern for the animals, making sure we knew and understood how to work with the dog to help him with all of our children.
So funny, you know, I sit at my desk and I work all the time, and I should come out here more often. It's very humbling, and it reminds me of how lucky I truly am and how lucky many of us are, and how, man, these animals out here, this is it. I mean, we are all they have to save them and help them get spay and neutered, because if we don't, I mean, all of them end up in the shelters. That's the bottom line. None of these animals will get adopted. They'll get hit by cars. They'll be ran over. They'll get abused. They'll get eaten or tore up by coyotes.